Today we're going to be discussing the Hip 90-90 mobility drill, also known as the shin box drill, which aims to improve internal and external rotation of the hips. Firstly, set up seated on the ground with your feet flat on the floor and knees about shoulder width apart if possible. To start the movement, drop both knees to the same side until they touch the floor, or as close as they can go. When you reach this position, you might feel a stretch into the upper hip or groin area of one of the hips. This is the main part of the exercise, involving going back and forth, so once you've hit one way, you're welcome to come back to the start and then drop your knees the other way. When you reach that bottom position, you can add your own movement through your spine to increase the stretching sensation through the hips. If you lean over the hip of the side you've rotated away from, or even just sit up quite tall and straight, you will likely feel a deeper stretch through the groin and hip flexors of that side. If, however, you lean over the hip of the side you've rotated towards, you'll create a really strong stretch through the glutes on that side. You can do a very similar thing with thoracic rotation. By increasing rotation either way, you can change the stretch and the sensation through different hips. However, this is all personal preference unless expressed otherwise, and you don't necessarily have to do these motions either into the stretch if it doesn't feel good. The main movement is the back and forth rotating of the knees and shins. If you get really tight hips during the day, you don't necessarily want to do a full hip workout. Sometimes a little movement snack helps to give you that mobility back, and this is why I love this exercise. Quick and easy to set up and do. Here's a further variation of the exercise, where we utilize the strength of the adductors and abductors of the hips in conjunction with the newly found external and internal rotation range of motion to help enhance the quality of hip movement. Drive pressure into the knees on both sides from the bottom position of the hip 90-90 to create the force needed to lift your body up. You might feel a strong stretch through the front of the quads, especially into rectus femoris of the hip that you're not leaning towards. As with both exercises, we're aiming for mobility. Rep ranges of 15 to 20 per side is a good start.